Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 5 best hand cannons in Destiny 1 still, at least in my opinion. Now, hand cannons are easily my favorite class of weapon in Destiny, especially as a gunslinger hunter main, and there's no better weapon that makes me feel like a space outlaw. And ever since I finally got used to the game a bit more during Destiny 1's first year, and I was no longer a noob, I made the transition from auto rifle to hand cannon, and I've been addicted to running hand cannons ever since. You know, I think when people talk about Destiny's great gunplay, I believe there's no better example than the hand cannons. And I think because of that, hand cannons undoubtedly became the most popular weapon type in Destiny across both PvP and PvE, especially in Destiny's first year with their insane range. But throughout time, we have definitely seen a lot of nerfs to hand cannons, and today I want to share my 5 favorite hand cannons in Destiny 1 that still hold up despite these many nerfs. If you go on to enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and leave a comment letting me know your top 5 hand cannons in Destiny 1. But let's get into my personal list, and starting at number 5, we have Ias Luna. Ias Luna was a legendary hand cannon coined by many as the mini Hawkmoon, which is a very fitting title if you take a look at the flavor text and its design. Now, Ias Luna was a pretty rare drop obtained randomly at the end of a Crucible match during the Taken King era, and I definitely remember farming for the ultimate god roll, which I admittedly never truly got. But I did have a hidden hand rifle barrel roll, and it absolutely did the trick for me. Even with the range nerfs introduced during Taken King and the many tweaks done to hand cannons, Ias Luna absolutely still holds up as one of the most solid choices for a legendary hand cannon in the game. At number 4, we have Thorn, and I think we can all agree that we've seen enough Thorn for one lifetime. I'm sure everybody remembers year 1 of Destiny. Thorn was an absolute disease in the Crucible and was easily the deadliest hand cannon in the entire game and left everybody infuriated when they died by its damage over time. And while it's definitely nowhere near as deadly as it was in year 1, Thorn still manages to be very strong, at least to me. For one, its damage over time keeps shields down for a few seconds longer than usual, which has always been one of Thorn's strongest attracting points. And Thorn does still hit very hard despite its high rate of fire, and can be spammed very quickly for a pretty good time to kill, even with body shots. And while it'll never be as good as its year 1 days, Thorn still remains one of the best exotic hand cannons in the game, and if you don't have it already, you gotta go start that quest. It is kind of a pain in the ass. At number 3, we have the Palindrome. Now, upon Rise of Iron's release, I was pretty shocked when I finally got my hands on Palindrome, because after using the Ias Luna for the entire year almost religiously, I was absolutely surprised that I liked the Palindrome so much better. And I think it comes down to 2 of its stats: aim assist and recoil direction. When we compare the Palindrome stats to the Ias Luna, it's easy to see why the Palindrome beats it out. Its extremely high aim assist allowed Palindrome to stick on a target so well, and pair that with an almost perfect vertical recoil pattern, Palindrome was absolutely deadly. For pretty much any PvP game mode, from Trials to Supremacy to Control, the Palindrome is definitely your best option for a legendary hand cannon. There's really not much else to say other than to get your hands on one of these with rifled barrel at least, because that perk alone makes this thing a beast. At number 2 is Hawkmoon. Not everybody's favorite hand cannon since its massive nerf after year 1, but something I've always loved using regardless. The biggest hit Hawkmoon took was a hit to its range, and it's definitely noticeable. It struggles to reach the range of something like the Palindrome or the Ias Luna, but what it lacks in range, it makes up for in 2 taps. Oh, the glorious 2 taps. Because of its 3 luck in the chamber rounds, the amount of times you can kill someone with 2 bullets is absolutely insane, and if you don't kill them with 2 bullets, it's basically a guaranteed 3 tap if you can at least hit your shots. The gun not only looks cool, but it sounds so freaking badass. And it probably has the best ornaments in the game. Again, Hawkmoon's weakness is its range, but the weapon hits so hard and secures 2 taps so easily that I don't see the need to complain. I never had the weapon during its year 1 days as I played on Xbox, but damn, it must have been cool to pull off those cheeky one-shots.
Zone C lost.
And before I share my number 1, there's a few honorable mentions that didn't quite make my list, and the first is the Red Hand 9 from New Monarchy. It was my first ever legendary hand cannon in the game, and my favorite one for PvP in year 1. The Fault Will Probably Kill You 1969, another solid PvP hand cannon with an absolutely badass name. If you know the reference, drop it in the comment section below. And the Fulcrum hand cannon, which was my personal baby Hawkmoon with Final Round and Luck in the Chamber. Definitely an underrated beast. But at my number 1 spot is the Last Word. Another weapon that was near unstoppable in year 1, the Last Word was a full auto hand cannon that hit over 100 per headshot across the map, making it the fastest time to kill in the game for a primary. Basically, during year 1, the gun's perk was glitched and allowed for bonus damage to be applied even while aiming down sights instead of just shooting from the hip. And obviously, this would need to be fixed, and it was fixed by the time Taken King released. And for the most part, the weapon was a little bit more balanced, but definitely still, in my opinion, the strongest hand cannon in the game. Pairing the Last Word with a sniper rifle was my go-to strategy for a majority of year 2, especially in trials. There's never been a weapon that feels quite as good as the Last Word to me and perfectly fills that space outlaw gunslinger role that I was always going for. And despite its extremely low range stat, the weapon was able to pull off some crazy kills even still because of its full auto nature. And I just don't think there's any way to truly balance a full auto hand cannon because despite again its impact and range, it can be very dangerous in the right hands. Last Word to me is the most fun gun to use in PvP in the entirety of Destiny. And even in Destiny 2, it's pretty dang fun. Of course, this is just my own personal list of the best hand cannons in Destiny 1. They're just my favorites I go back and use every time I play Destiny 1. But let me know yours in the comments section. If you've made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you and also let you know that today we have a sponsor. And our sponsor is Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy is a sugar-free alternative to unhealthy canned energy drinks, coffee, and even traditional pre-workouts. Rogue Energy gives you the energy and focus you need while also including loads of vitamins and antioxidants. They have quite a few different flavor tubs to choose from and even have a starter kit which includes a few different flavors and a 25-ounce shaker. You can save 10% off your order by using code November10 at checkout, and doing so greatly supports the channel. So follow the link in the description and use code November10. Also, I just wanted to thank you guys for the continued support on the channel. It really means a lot to me. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.